What's up guys, welcome back to another Call of Duty Modern Warfare video. In today's video we're going to be talking about the rank up system and the XP system in Call of Duty Modern Warfare multiplayer. So real quick before we get started with this video, I want to remind you guys to subscribe to the channel if you're new around here and hit that notification bell that you guys stay up to date on all the latest and greatest Call of Duty Modern Warfare videos. But let's go ahead and let's talk about the new rank up system and level up system within Call of Duty Modern Warfare. So this is a leak. This is not confirmed yet, but this, is a highly credible leak. Comes from the Gaming Revolution. He's leaked tons of stuff so far, so pretty much this is just about 99% confirmed. This is what's going to be in Modern Warfare, and yeah, this is honestly kind of disappointing. But let's go over the basics real first. But basically, how it works is that when you boot up Modern Warfare for the first time, or just, like when you first get the game, you're going to rank up from level 1 through 55. So that's pretty much how it's been in like the last 6 Call of Duty games. It's always been like 55 levels per prestige. Well, there's no longer prestiges in this game. Like, Modern Warfare will not have prestiges. Instead, it'll have a seasonal rank and season like level ups. So once you hit 55, there's no prestige mode. So instead, as soon as you hit 55, you are done for that season, but you can still rank up all the way up to about 160 is apparently the maximum level you can get to. So you go from level 1 through 160, and as soon as you apparently hit 160, you're just capped out. Can't rank up anymore until the next season rolls around. But apparently any levels after 55, so basically 56 through 160 are all temporary levels. So when a new season rolls around, your rank will get reset back down to level 55 or 56, I suppose. So, once this new season rolls around, you'll be level 56, and because of that, all your weapons will be unlocked. It's not like a prestige where you lose your weapons, you gotta unlock them again. You'll be level 56, so you won't need to like re-unlock your weapons. And so because of that, there is no permanent unlock tokens because they're not needed, because you're not prestiging, you're not losing anything. But he does say that there are challenges to complete after you hit level 55 that will give you an XP bonus or an XP modifier for the rest of the season. He says there are about 100 challenges in total, and these ones are all similar to like previous Call of Duty game challenges, like your standard challenges that we've had for years and years. But they'll give you an XP modifier, so that way you'll rank up faster from level 55 all the way to 160 for it all to just get reset. So he says that instead, like, since there's no Prestige Master 1000 or whatever else, there's nothing like that, no prestiges to grind for. So what are you supposed to grind for? He says that the thing that Infinity Ward is like saying the players are going to be able to grind for is weapon levels. So all the weapons go up to like level 80 plus. So that's going to be the thing to grind for, is to get every single weapon, even like pistols and launchers and everything, up to level 80 plus. I'll talk about my opinions on this in just a second, but all these things are going to be broken up into seasons though. So the first season or whatever, I guess you're going to be able to go up to 160, and then the next season's going to come out, and then it's going to get reset back to level 56, and on that next season then you're going to be able to go up to 160 again. But the seasons have also been leaked. So the first one's called Broken Arrow, then we have Cyber Attack, Bio Warfare, Homegrown Terrorism, and Climate War. And Homegrown Terrorism was actually leaked in-game. It was leaked from an image that Infinity Ward did in an interview with. In each of these seasons, they say that there will be free DLC maps. There will also be new DLC perks and field upgrades that are going to be free for all these different seasons. So that is the information we have about the rank up system and XP and leveling system. And there's not going to be a prestige in this game. This will be the first Call of Duty game since, COD 3? That we haven't had a prestige system. I mean, like COD 4 had prestiges, World at War, MW2, Black Ops 1, Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 2, Ghosts, Advanced Warfare, Black Ops 3, Infinite Warfare, Modern Warfare Remastered, World War 2, and Black Ops 4. They all had prestiges, but for some reason Infinity Ward is switching it up and it's going to be removing that. So I've seen a couple of comments from people saying that they're just trying to copy Fortnite, because I guess in Fortnite there is seasonal ranks where once the season ends or whatever, then you get reset back down to a certain level. And like, I understand some logic in this. That's like, yeah, like you can kind of show off like that season, but then as soon as the season ends, it can come back down. I can understand some of the fun of that, but at the same time, I feel like that it's just stupid. It's like, okay, what about people who have like normal jobs and actual lives, right? People who can't dedicate 16 hours a day to playing a video game, where they actually have responsibilities outside of Call of Duty. And like a lot of people, there's certain months throughout the year that they're going to be more tied up with like real life things and aren't going to be able to play games as much. In every other Call of Duty game, it's like, okay, well, you know, like usually when a Call of Duty game comes out, people just grind and grind and grind, play a lot, and get to Prestige Master pretty quickly. And then, you know, they might have like 1,000 levels put in a couple months after that, and then they'll, you know, make progress towards that 1,000 like a little bit at a time. Whereas with this, it's like, okay, well, you might hit rank 160 in this first season, and then in the second season, you might only hit like rank 110, or you might not even hit like, you know, 100 or something like that, you know? Like, it's kind of stupid. I'd rather have one collective rank up, so it's like, okay, between levels 1 and 1,000, here we go, rather than, oh, okay, it's 1 through 55, and then 55 through 160, and then, oh, and then it goes back down to 56, and then 56 to 160, like, why does it need to be this complicated? Also, why does it need to be changed in general? Nobody, there's not a single soul out there who complained about the prestige system or who thought that it should be changed. Like, I don't know why Infinity Ward changed this. It's like, if it's not broke, don't fix it. They did the same thing to the freaking minimap. They're like, oh, let's take away the minimap for some reason. And then they put it back in because the community's like, bro, what? How are you going to take away the minimap? And also, how are you going to take away the prestige system? Like, these are things we've had in Call of Duty games clear back as 2007. And now you're giving us less features in a game that comes out in 2019 than a game that came out in 2007. Like, how does that work? Who had this idea? Who's like, yeah, we need to have seasons and we need to have these, you know, like different things here where you get to, instead of grinding for like prestiges, now you get to grind for weapon levels. Like, who cares about weapon levels, right? Like, oh boy, I got my M4 all the way up to level 80. Nobody cares about that, right? Like, if I were to tell you right now, like, oh, in Black Ops 4, I've got my Rampart maxed out. It's max prestige. I've got it, you know, maxed out to the max level. I got my Titan there too. You'd be like, okay, good for you. Nobody cares. And that's the same thing here. Not a single soul on Earth is going to care if you've gotten your weapon to level 80. I mean, the only reason I could see like this actually being important is if they had like dark matter, gold camo, or something locked behind level 80. So if you wanted to get dark matter, you had to get every weapon to level 80 plus. That's the only way I could see that actually happening, but it's already been leaked about the camos, that the camos are just going to be like headshots or whatever, just like usual. So what's the point of getting to level 80 plus? Like, that's the thing to grind for. That's what Infinity Ward's expecting all of us to just like sit there and play and play and play. Like, oh boy, can't wait to get my rocket launcher to level 80 because everyone's going to care about that. Like, no, people want to prestige. People want to hit 1,000. And I mean, this kind of personally upsets me because, you know, I've been a really big fan of kind of doing a race where, you know, when the game comes out, everybody likes to just try and get to Prestige Master the quickest, and everybody likes to try and race to be there and just, you know, like get it as soon as possible. As soon as the game comes out, just grind and try and get it. But now it's like, okay, well, you can hit 55 levels. Okay, well, that takes what, like 6 hours to get you to 55? Okay, well, technically, as soon as you hit 55, you're done for the season. You don't have to go past that. You don't have to get to up to 160 because your rank's just going to get reset back down to 55 anyways. You play multiplayer for 6 hours, you get to level 55. Okay, cool. Well, now I'm done. I maxed out my rank. Now I don't have to play this game until friggin' the new season comes out in 6 months. Do you guys understand what I'm getting at here? It's just a really stupid idea and just makes absolutely no sense. Like, at least in Black Ops 4, right, that game had 1,000 levels from the get-go. That's something I wasn't a huge fan of. I was like, you know, that's a really big grind. But at the same time, I understood it because it's like, okay, well, you know, there was a problem in the past where people hit Prestige Master pretty quickly after launch, and then until they released an update that came out with the 1,000 levels like they did in Black Ops 3 and World War II, and even with the additional prestiges and Infinite Warfare and the extra levels in Modern Warfare Remastered, there was like nothing to do. It's like, okay, well, I maxed out my rank. So I understood Treyarch's decision to just include 1,000 levels right off the bat because it's like, okay, you hit Prestige Master, well, now you can keep going. And it took people like months to hit 1,000, right? Like normal people who weren't like doing it, grinding it 24/7. Like, I'm pretty sure the first person to hit it like just solo, it took him, I'm pretty sure it was like December when the first person hit 1,000. And that's cool because that gives you something to grind for. It gives you something that you're always constantly striving for. On my personal account, I still haven't hit 1,000 in Black Ops 4 multiplayer. I'm right about 700 right now. But you know what? That's fine, because anytime I come back to play Black Ops 4, I'm always still going to have something to rank up and something to do. Whereas compare that to Modern Warfare, I mean, even if you want to get to rank 160 in every season, that'll probably take you, what, like maybe 2 days, 3 days of game time? And each of these seasons are probably going to be, what, like another 2 months, 2.5 months like they were with Black Ops 4 with the operations? So it's like, okay, I only have to put in 2 days of game time over the span of 2.5 months? Okay, so let me just, you know, as soon as the new season comes out, let me just play it quite a bit, hit 160, okay, well now I don't even have to touch this game for another 2.5 months. Like, you want your players to be engaged, you want them to be constantly playing. But if you're going to just cap out the rank and be like, okay, 160, cool, can't rank up anymore, and if you do rank up, you know, you're just going to get reset back down to 56, so what's the point? Like, really, what is the point? It just makes no sense, guys. So, it's something that bothers me, and I really hope Infinity Ward changes this. I just think it's a dumb decision for them to change things that aren't broken. Like, there's plenty of things about Call of Duty games that the community has huge complaints about. I mean, microtransactions, fix all that stuff. Like, don't go and be in changing, like, prestiges and the minimap and stuff that absolutely nobody complained about, stuff that does not need to be changed, but unless you have everything else in the game, like, fixed and perfect. Like, as long as there's other complaints, those should be taken care of first, rather than changing around prestiging and stuff. So, here's hoping that they will revert these changes, and they'll just include 10 prestiges, 55 levels of prestige, and, I don't know. I mean, I'm okay with, like, a seasonal rank, as long as, like, a separate thing. That'd be kind of cool. That way it kind of shows off how much you've played per season. Like how it kind of isn't league play, you know? You have like a season rank or whatever, you know? That's kind of cool, but it should also still be separate from your main road to 1,000 or whatever. It shouldn't be, oh, hey, I hit 55. Okay, cool. Now I don't ever have to play this game again. Like, there's campaign, there's Spec Ops, and there's multiplayer. Multiplayer is going to take you 2 days to complete. Spec Ops is going to take you 2 days to complete. Campaign is going to take you 4 hours. And then what? Then you're just done with Modern Warfare? Okay, cool, I spent $60, and I completed the game in less than a week. So I don't know what Infinity Ward's whole thing is here, what their goal is, but it just seems like this game is, I don't know, kind of disappointing at this moment in time. I hope they revert this change. Maybe that's just me. I'm a big, you know, believer in ranking up and grinding to like 1,000. I really enjoy that. But you guys might have a different opinion. So let me know in the comments down below your guys' thoughts on this. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.